Hello there and good afternoon. Welcome back to Save with Crypto. Well, that's welcome back, assuming that you've been here before. If not, you're very welcome. I'm kind of hoping that there'll be somebody here who is tuning in to watch Crypto live, but is fed up with his crappy house music that he always plays at the start. So, you come along here for a bit of go and trance to start it off, and then me and this fella here called Maff, who we are going to talk about Bitcoin and things like that. Hello, Maff.
Excellent. Yeah. Hello. Hi. Well, welcome to me and you. Oh, yeah. Because we're actually co-live streaming onto both the Save the Crypto channel and the Maftopia channel as well, and also obviously onto X as well. Because I sneakily changed the one of the destinations so
You
that
did.
I'm just getting some watch hours and things onto Maftopia. So,
but nobody's there.
No, not yet. Not yet. Give them time.
They'll turn up. They'll turn up. Okay.
So.
I mean, I don't know how well it works. That kind of like, I mean, it seems to work quite well, like streaming to 2 X accounts, doesn't it? But like, I'm not sure about the YouTube thing, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, really. I mean, it's a completely different audience.
Bit of an experiment.
Yeah. So anyway, but if you are on either channel, go to your second computer and open that one as well on the other channel, and then like everything and all that. Right. So I was aware that as this stream was going to start, the Jolt's job openings data came in actually bang on when I started playing the tune. So what does this mean then? So the forecast was 6.84. Previous was 6.922 and it came in at 6.866. That's slightly bigger. Does that mean there's more jobs or there's less jobs? No, there's more jobs, isn't there?
Job openings, yeah. So more bigger is better, as they say.
So that's good. That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, a little bit good. Okay. So the ISM PMI, whatever that is pretty much exactly as forecast. So as I don't really know what it is. What is it? PMI? Do you know?
No. No, mention it. No, well, it's something interesting, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it?
Market interest.
Oh yeah. Well, whatever it is, it's pretty much as expected. So we'll assume that that data isn't going to have much of an effect, really. But yeah, wow, Bitcoin is
as in priced in, I would think.
Yeah. But yeah, wow, sort of Bitcoin's done rather well, hasn't it? Sort of since we spoke yesterday.
Yeah.
Where were we? Hang on. Let's go to the 4 hour. Right, this indicator you can see here. I'll just turn it off for a moment. So normally your chart looks something like that, doesn't it? And then with our indicator, which is called Quadzilla, that we'll talk about in a moment, it adds, which I think I've never seen this before, but it actually adds this momentum oscillator down here, which is brilliant. And it also adds loads of bits and pieces up here. I mean, I don't know of any other indicators that add stuff at the bottom and the top simultaneously. Do you?
No. I can think of one indicator that used to do that, and then they obviously split it into 2 separate ones. So Stonksy, obviously. That used to have the 2 things, but I think that they split it out into 2 separate things that you add, didn't they?
I don't think it was like that, was it though? Because what you had to do, you had to put it on the chart twice and then turn some of the stuff off on one and add it on the other. Do you remember?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think they probably eventually sorted that out, didn't they? But
okay.
Yeah. Oh, actually, sorry. 1 second. Really urgent question to answer here. So, Ozzy, are you streaming on X? I can't find it. Thank you very much for asking. I switched the streaming destination from X to Maftopia on YouTube. So if you're, I guess, it looks like you're on X. You're probably currently watching SWC on X, which is fine. Next best thing, obviously. But yeah. So with luck, this is also streaming to Maftopia and just trying to build up the watch hours on there. So at some point, we'll eventually start to maybe monetize it. I don't know, like bring in tuppence halfpenny per month or something. However that works out.
It is actually unbelievable how little I get from the YouTube monetization. It's like, it's literally, I get about 80 quid a year, I think. It's like, it was good at one point. Like when I first started off back in 2020, and I was doing all the EGLD stuff and all that, and I had quite a lot of viewers and stuff, and then it was earning about 80 quid a month, and I thought, oh, that's good, that's better than nothing. And that now it's just rubbish. It's like I'll do anything. But anyway, yeah, it's good to have it though. Anyway,
yeah, true. Yeah. So it's a target, let's get to that and then see what we can do from there. So not exactly going to retire on that, I'm sure, but yeah.
No. However, what you can retire on it is oh God, I'm sharing the wrong thing here. Let me just remove that. And let me go all big
slick as well.
Hey,
that was going to be so slick, I could tell.
Well, I was sharing the TradingView app, wasn't I? So I actually want to share the actual browser. So let's do that. I'm also on the other computer because I was just going to show you this this Bitunix trade here. Hang on, can you see that? Oh, you can. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so this was the trade I was in yesterday. Well, it's not actually, because I came out of it and went back in because the price came down a bit and I wasn't really sure what to do actually. But just to show you, right, is this account here had like $300 in it in January. I've just been trading mostly Bitcoin really, and currently it's up to like 23 grand, which is not bad, I think, really. Most of that is, well, pretty much all of that is helped by Quadzilla. Quadzilla is our indicator that if you want it now, or just go out and get it, and it will cost you a little bit of money. Alternatively, I have put a link in the description of this thingy. Hang on a moment, so I'm all over the place. So it's the wrong time of day, isn't it? It's like yeah. Hang on. Anyway, I have put a link in at the top, pinned at the top of the chat actually, which is going to a blog page that I made, which I'm going to show you now in a moment. And well, it's the same one as you probably saw before actually, but okay, so this is the page. So it's got a little video explaining what we're going to do, right? So we've got this Bitunix campaign going on at the moment. So basically with the Bitunix thing, if you're a new user, if you deposit $100 and you hold it for 7 days, I don't think you even have to trade, I think, but you actually get $20 bonus there. If you deposit 500, it literally says transfer to futures account and hold the net deposit for 7 days, then you get an $80 bonus. Okay. 1,000 you'll get 100, and 2,000 you get 200. Okay, so that's for new users. So if you want to do that, go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix, or just go to this page here, and we've got all these things here because we're going to give you extra stuff as well. If you are already a user, by the way, if you can achieve these various trading volumes, you get all these bonuses. And I will say that when you've got your Bitunix account, let me just show you that. If you want to see what your trading volume is, if you go to your little profile thing there, click the VIP thing, even if you're not a VIP, but I'll tell you more about that in a moment. And then this bit here will tell you what your trading volume is. So you can see here, my trading volume is actually 14.5 million, which is quite a lot, isn't it? Bearing in mind, I'm trading with about 20 grand now. So that's cool. So you see, for me, right, and this is the really cool thing that I like about what do you call them, Bitunix. The really cool thing I like is they actually give the bonuses to the affiliate people as well, which is like brilliant, So
yeah, sure.
Because someone like, ByBit or BitGet, they just don't do that. Like Blofin don't either, And to me,
seems a little bit stingy and maybe a little bit self-defeating as well.
well, I mean, and the point is, what I've said is like, I actually like to show people that you can actually sort of like get these rewards, and actually you do get the free money. And if I can't prove that works, then it's not very good, really. So I mean, Bitunix are brilliant because they let us, that's me and you, by the way, they let us have the bonuses as well as the actual people using our link. So that's cool. So at the moment, you see, I'm actually not far away from the 20 million. So this campaign runs till the 15th of May. So I've got 10 days left to get it to 20 million, which I reckon I can.
Where do you say you are at the moment?
15 million.
15. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm in for the $1,000 bonus. So anyway, so that's what you get from Bitunix, right? And then we're going to give you extra stuff as well. So basically, here's the deal. You come to this page, you sign up to Bitunix with that link there. You subscribe to this channel, and are you subscribed, by the way? If not, please do go and click subscribe now and leave a comment saying, yeah, I've subscribed, and that'd be lovely. Anyway, do that.
That'd be lovely. Yeah.
It would. I sounded a bit Welsh then, didn't I? Anyway, and
you're talking to Roman again, obviously.
Yeah. And then if you want the freebies, right, have your balance of like of about $1,000 worth of stuff in there. We're not going to hold you that to the dollar. So if you stick $1,000 in and then you fluff a trade up and you end up with 900, doesn't matter. Just all you need to do is just send us your Bitunix UID. You can do that in our free Discord. There's a link to Discord there. And what we'll do, what we'd also like you to do is just get involved with the YouTube channel, leave a comment and have a little chat with us when we do the live stream. And obviously, if you can repost anything on X or whatever social network you use, Snapchat, I don't know, whatever, but whatever you use, we would really appreciate that. And what we'll do in return, we'll give you free Quadzilla access for a full month. So the campaign runs until the 15th of May. But we'll actually give you a full month. Okay, so if you sign up today, it'll run till June the 5th. Christ, is June that near already, isn't it? Blimey. Okay,
that is a bit scary, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, but as well, what we're going to do is give you Bitunix VIP status for 1 month, which is what I've got over there, and it is brilliant. Not only do you pay hardly anything in fees and stuff like that. Every Monday you get like free money, which is brilliant.
Can't really sniff at that,
Well, it's not always free money. The one I had last week, it was $100 of fees vouchers. So, which, to be honest, when you actually got big trades like bloody hell, what's happened there? But when you've got like big trades like this, it's really worth having the fees paid for you, so you don't actually pay anything in fees. This little trade here, this one here is a BTC USD one, so that's actually using Bitcoin as the collateral. That's my big one. This one's a USDT one, so I'm actually just using my bonus I got on Monday. So I got an $80 bonus there. All right, I'm only $11 up, but that one is using the free money sort of thing. Anyway, so this one here, this was quite big yesterday. It's even bigger now, so it's actually 294 grand sort of position size. So
gee whiz.
So I might be slightly distracted by that, because obviously what I've got, I've taken a bit of profit already. So I've taken 0.002 Bitcoin. What's that? That's 0.00. That's about $200 in that, I think. So I've taken that already. So that's why I put the stop loss at like break even pretty much. But I might just push it up a little bit. So my stop loss is there, so that trade is protected. So assuming that doesn't come crashing down to zero, that should be all right. I've actually got a little bit of well, a little bit. I've got quite a lot of spare Bitcoin out there that I could put into this trade, and I was actually looking for a pullback a bit like this, what we got now. However, I would love a second opinion on it. So I reckon what we should do is have a quick look at the comments.
Yeah.
At the comments.
Yeah, just very quick thing on that, actually, because this from Sid Archie Adventures.
Oh,
hello, sir.
is that a new person?
Got the TradingView on the tablet. Yeah, welcome. And the mobile, I'm liking and subscribing everything. Thank you very much. And do you run like a travel company or something? Is that the Sid Archie Adventures? Is it that sort of thing, or is it more? Is it a reference? Is it a cultural reference that I'm just totally not getting? Because there's like Archie comic, isn't there, or something? But or is it something else completely different? I don't know. But welcome in any case, and thank you for subscribing to everything.
Thank you for subscribing to everything. That's great. And then there's the Archers as well. This is what they do. That's the Archers.
Bang, copyright strike. There we go.
Oh,
so, oh yeah, let's have a quick look through. So, g'day lads, g'day Aussie. Love the thumbnail.
oh, thanks.
Yeah. The surfing one. Is it
yeah. I really like how Grok image always has you with headphones on. It's brilliant.
Yeah, because of course I do wear headphones when I'm surfing. It's the only
way. Well, I quite like the Mayday one on Friday when you had the sort of full on. Did you see that?
I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah, when you had the sort of full on sort of like Napoleon type uniform and still got your headphones on.
It's inseparable. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah. So you got Kaz saying afternoon, Kaz. Welcome. And also Kaz, do let us know how you got on with the alerts and stuff. Just hope that went well after that kind of I guess alerting stuff, business tutorial, whatever that we did yesterday. And Blaze, hello. Hey guys, any recent tutorial videos on Quadzilla? I need to refresh myself. Well, we'll probably talk about it a bit today, actually.
Yeah, I was meaning to do some more tutorial videos, and I completely forgot. So, thank you for the kick up the arse about that. I shall do that for you, Blaze.
So consider that your reminder.
Yeah.
And so, Kaz, geez, yeah, not bad at all. Inspiration. That's your $300 to $20,000.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking about that. If I can get it to if I can get that to 30 grand, that's 100x, isn't it?
Yeah, and then the question is, just can you do that again? Is it a repeatable process?
The only problem is I'm finding that my arse is going a bit funny actually with these large trades. Actually, sort of is actually sort of making my heart beat a bit, and it is a bit scary. So I can't imagine being any bigger than this. You know what I mean? So.
Well, yeah. I mean, like start off with another $300 account or $1,000.
We'll see.
Or whatever, and just build it.
Yeah, I could do that. Actually, as it happens, let me just show you this. MEXC got in touch, and I started making a video about this, and they gave me $500 to play with, for like trading bonus, and at the moment, I've done 2 trades, and that's at like 589 so far. So, I made a little bit, but I could probably do some with that. That'd be quite a good one to turn 500 into 50 grand or whatever. I don't know, but like, yeah. But
if you
sorry, what?
I was going to say, if you take a few snapshots along the way, and maybe record a bit of each one, then it becomes almost like a stop motion, or just like my trading journey, my 100x trading journey, or something. That'd make a pretty good video, I think.
Yeah, it'd probably take a year to make it there, wouldn't it? But I suppose it
Should be a bit quicker than that.
it could be a sequence, a series of videos. The only thing is, like, when you kind of got the spotlight on you like that, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's not as easy. It's kind of just, and I don't really want everyone kind of copying my trades, because I'm not that careful, so
yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm not really thinking so much copy trading, but more just after the event, you could just kind of assemble them into a single video, just like that. This was my journey. Kind of this is what I did.
Oh yeah.
So, because the good thing is then, because you got like the finished result if hopefully it would be 100x and not 100 div, but
done that before.
yeah. In which case just run the video in reverse, but yeah, so so in which case you can kind of call out the errors on the way, because you got the final result to show for it. So showing like warts and all, or whatever, losses and all along the way actually makes it quite authentic, I think.
Yeah. I mean, generally position size. I think what the maximum I'm comfortable with is like a position size of about 1 Bitcoin, and like at the moment this is like 3.6 Bitcoin. So this is like it's a little bit irresponsible, isn't it? But potentially a bit irresponsible, Mr. Crypto.
So just very quickly, so you got Sid actually saying, they're my dogs. It's me, Aussie. Sorry for the disappointment. So that's kind of sweet. Sweet. So is that kind of what they look like in the avatar? So that's Sid and Archie. Is that right? I think so. Aussie account is my ex, and the Sid Archie one is my caravanning YouTube account. Okay. So you take your dog's caravanning, and do you YouTube it? Okay.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. I'll go and have a look at that.
Chihuahuas.
Yeah, chihuahuas.
That's cool. And so Sid Archie is Aussie, then? Is that okay? Aussie account is mine.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just. So in fact, in that case, welcome twice.
Welcome twice, and it must be like the middle of the night, and you can't sleep or something for you. Must be like,
unless you've got a big trade open at the moment.
Anyway,
there's nothing on my account yet. Have you ever actually been caravanning?
Me?
do you need to go on your first caravanning trip? To be able to put out the first video.
Who are you talking to? Me?
No. I was actually being a bit cheeky, to be honest. But Aussie with Sid Archie Adventures saying there's nothing on his YouTube account yet in terms of caravanning videos.
Okay.
So we shall wait for those. As soon as there's something on there, just just shout out, and we'll feature it.
Yeah.
Put on Maftopia as well, just like the science of caravanning.
Yeah. I still love my caravan. That's what I lived in when I moved to France for the first 18 months. I actually lived in a caravan. It was like a 700 quid caravan out of Loot. Do you remember Loot? The paper with second.
Oh yeah.
So
I used that to get my first flat share, I think, in London.
Okay, right, yeah. So I bought this caravan for like 700 quid off a bloke in Essex, and then put it on the back of my Ford Sierra, and then off to France we went, and that was me leaving England, back 26 years ago, and that was. So we actually lived in that for 18 months, and then I bought a flat, and cool. Excellent. So yeah, no, I quite like a caravan. Anyway, so we probably need to get on with it a bit, don't we?
Yeah, should do some TA.
Yeah, before everyone goes over to watch crypto live, but you don't want to watch him, to be honest. He just talks about God all the time. You don't get any, you don't. Well,
yeah.
I know, but it's
not. I'll go and check him out actually.
Oh, bloody hell! Don't say that.
See you later.
Don't say that. I anyway. We don't do God here. Well, not in. I suppose we would in a more sort of DMT sort of fashion, wouldn't we? Anyway, right. Let's get on with this. Oh, that was slick. Rhythmic pulse, what?
What?
Hey?
Right, yeah. So essentially, yeah. So that was Quadzilla, of course, on the screen just then, gyrating away. And you too can have Quadzilla in your life, in your living room even, or wherever you trade. Maybe you trade on the beach. In which case, yeah, Quadzilla being a premium indicator, you can get it for the princely. I never know if princely means big or small, but the princely sum of £60 a month if you get the yearly plan, and it gives you a whole heap of stuff, of good things. In fact, it's kind of a suite. We should start calling it the Quadzilla suite, I think, because it's multiple indicators in one, just kind of into one thing. And we do feature it a little bit, I'd say, on in these live streams. In fact, for example, if we bring this over to here, here is Quadzilla currently with a RSI overlaid on top. I'll just switch it off for a moment. And so what have we got? This is Bitcoin on the 12-minute. So we could have a quick gander through that. And she is hijacking a channel. The dog spelled backwards. It is true. Yeah. When it comes down to it, just what's real and what isn't, and so on. Everything through a mirror darkly, and so on. What? Anyway, so what the hell am I talking about? So yeah, Bitcoin on the 12-minute.
I haven't a clue. What are you talking about?
So just lately, I've been allowing myself to get distracted really easily. I think I need to focus on that. So anyway, yeah. So I'm just going to zoom out a bit because I'm not sure what. Oh, okay, yeah. I randomly kind of drew that in, which was what actually was it? Is it from here? Don't know. Anyway, is a Fibonacci channel, I think, or something. So I'll just zap that. Yeah. So essentially, then, right, back to the 12-minute. Obviously, Bitcoin has been having this rather nice pump, isn't it? And since quite a way back, really. God, is the 12-minute going to be the right time frame to look at this? It's just been rampaging. Is that too much of an exaggeration to say it's been rampaging?
I'm happy for you to say that. I actually just realised what it did actually. But it actually just came down to a retracement level on the 1 minute time frame and then went back up again. But we can talk about that later.
Yeah. Okay. So talk about being distracted. I won't allow myself to be distracted by that just yet.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, exactly. So it's going it through like tiers, different tiers, and like I wonder how closely do those tie in with? I mean, we're looking at Fibonacci stuff just now. Just going to record just for a sec. So a bit. Maybe this is the wrong time frame to be looking at the Fibonacci, but it's kind of. I'm just going to delete that. That was from yesterday. Yeah, so it definitely kind of played in that range. I had a bit of a range sort of between the 0.382 and actually the 0.618. The 0.5 obviously isn't a Fibonacci level, so it doesn't really count. So it's kind of in there. That is very much it's kind of doing that, and I mean pretty much, and then worked its way up to within this one, and eventually kind of poked its way up. Tried, failed, became resistance. Now up and above, and it's like that trend, that sort of upward trend, it's even kind of lifted away from that now, which is nice. So, and then in terms of where next, if we're following the fibs, then the 1.618 would be at kind of 85.7. Maybe that's a bit ambitious, I don't know, but just the way it's been going. If we maybe the well, we can kind of see that the overall ascent has been kind of like even more so, isn't it? That's just like a little, almost like a blip. If you go back down to so that was just at the end of March, just that what do you know, May, gosh, so like just over a month ago. If I were to zap that one, just put one in from there, actually just heading up, kind of where we got. I don't know, is it valid to just put it to just where the price currently is? Because like where was the actual impulsive move? Is that going up and up and up? But it feels like it stopped there. So that one, something like that. It obviously double topped, came down, and headed back up again. And yeah, similar sort of things. It's kind of ranging there, ranging in that one, and blah blah blah. So it's been so, but then that would kind of put the potential Fibonacci top at like 88. Should we just automatically disbelieve that? Does that count as bias? Just reading that, like surely not, or is it just like just surely not?
I don't know. I mean, you know, like 81k seemed completely unfeasible like 2 weeks ago, didn't it? So
it's true. It's true.
And we're there now, aren't we? So
yeah, for sure. So anyway, yeah. So if I take that away, we can actually see then what Quadzilla says about it, which is that. And in fact, to this, because I guess we're trying to get like a bit of a higher time frame kind of look at this. So if I just jump up maybe to the daily for a sec, have a look, and oh, sorry, I think I just accidentally. Oh no, that was on anyway. I just switched it off into that. So Quadzilla is kind of telling us that there's this bearish retracement level up here, which is kind of still active, and that's it. Also at 88.4, and this one down here, the bullish retracement level at 68.8. So we're seeing kind of a range between there and there, because you can kind of see also then in this area of liquidity just there. I put in a ray or something, just put it in there, like through the middle of that, and or even if that was like at the top of that liquidity, you kind of see how that became resistance along there, kind of where it double topped. Basically, it was kind of due to like I suppose just open passive orders that were kind of lurking there. So the price bounced off those when those were filled, and came back down, dropped worryingly below the 9 EMA on the daily, but bounced off the 21 and kind of headed back up quite strongly, if I may say so. And also where that liquidity is, I just realized that that's also bang on that the fair value level in this retracement channel, which is what Quadzilla draws in, where there's a bullish retracement level down there and a bearish one above, and then it basically so the 50% line being where the price tries to balance out kind of between the two, and that's exactly what happened in this case. So that level was pretty significant, but it's now broken above that. It's now into this kind of premium zone, which you could view that in this bigger picture view really as this wouldn't be a great place to think about going long right now. In fact, it'd probably be a fairly bad idea. But there's still potential upside here, kind of coming up to that kind of 88.5 level, maybe wicking slightly above it, before it kind of like maybe heads back down again. And because it would need to come down to then complete this retracement level, which is all the way down to like 68, 68.8 for that one. So yeah, and also this retracement level ties in with this liquidity just here as well. So it just kind of skewers it, so you can kind of see how the price could well come up and just kind of finish off at any kind of passive orders that are left open around there, and eat those up, and as a result get a reaction to the downside. So how long it takes for that to happen, don't know. I mean, it's a scenario, isn't it? If the price does kind of work its way up somehow to that point, and then kind of drops back down to and does whatever it does from there, potentially back down to there. In some kind of spiraling, interacting with stuff on the chart kind of way down to that level. So yeah, that's a scenario that it could come out to there and bounce, come down. Another scenario, of course, is that it might just use this as support for a little while and just kind of do that, and then eventually just fizzle out and come back down. So another one is it's at the end of its run and it just comes back down. So three possibilities I'm seeing in that. Which one is the most likely out of those three? In a way, it doesn't really matter which is most likely, which is lucky because I don't know. So that it's in the sense that you could kind of look for confirmation of which scenario is going to be the most likely to play out. So like if we went, say, back, actually, hey, let's drop down to the 30-minute, just a bit random, but this is mainly just because we'd already looked at the 1 hour. So within this, then things are looking potentially a bit toppy here. So we've got Quadzilla showing this red bar in the momentum oscillator, which kind of meaning, and also the excuse me, sorry, the convergence band has converged and totally just like curved over. The fastest moving, the red stochastic on there, the stock one of the four, is like racing back down at the moment. The averaged out one, which is weighted towards the slower moving, the stock 4, is obviously slower, but it's still kind of up there in that above that 80% level. So slightly worrying signs there. It could maybe be viewed as a bit of bearish divergence. In fact, let's just check. Does the RSI agree? Well, I mean, the RSI didn't even get up there, so that's suggesting that maybe there's a bit more upside to come if you kind of look at the two together to get a bit of a second opinion on that. I suppose a bit of a view. There's just looking from a divergence point of view, and there's kind of got that, So bullishness there, same sort of point. That's very slightly divergent, very slightly sloping there. The RSI obviously just kind of isn't. That's more slightly up, if anything, but there's not much in it. So kind of suggests a bit more sideways. It's slightly boring, but it's just that there might just be a bit more sideways to come there. As in just let's continue doing that and kind of maybe that. The range might broaden. We might get some expansion of the range just there. Maybe it's even going to be kind of that is going to be the range. Actually seems a bit more likely, actually. Probably that. Sort of between what is it? 80,500. Yeah. Something like that. 80,500 and 81,500. So a range of $1,000 to play in there if it works out that way. And it again, the thing with the that's right. Again with the 9 EMA, what's going on? So it's the price is very much interacting with it. It kind of came down. It wicked below the 9 EMA, and then just headed straight back above it again. So here on the 30-minute, I think as long as that bearish candle, as long as that can close above the 9 EMA, then we're still looking like sort of potential more upside there. And but that line was obviously the top of that slightly fictional range, potential forming range, I think there. But that's also kind of looking like resistance there as well, because obviously it's already tested that high, wicked above, failed, came back down, and now it's even the wicks are just like butting up against that high, which is that. Now I've redrawn it. It's kind of 81.47. It could be 81.5 if you want to give it a round number, about 81.5. So, yeah, in terms of confirmation, then as I was talking about earlier on, so could well you kind of need the price to get above that. Going to do something like that and be just happily above the 9 EMA. Interesting there. So the price really wicked down to the 21. The yellow 21 EMA and just bounced off that as well. So that's that. Does that sort of tie in with what you've been looking at, with maybe your feeling on where the price is likely to be headed? I suppose because we've suddenly gone to a bit more of an intraday view from the much more zoomed out kind of view.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few things I was looking at. One is obviously that CME gap we got above us, but that's at 84k or something. And then there was a few retracements on things like the 1 hour time frame that I think was at 82.5 or something. So I can't remember now, but yeah, it's just generally that kind of area is what I'm looking for, is what I think it might go up to. But I wasn't sure what's going to happen with the jobs thing, because I was thinking that might be a good excuse to sort of dump the price a little bit, but it didn't really happen, did it?
No, it's been a bit of a reaction. I mean, even if it's just like muted and it's kind of it's just more gone sideways a bit, if anything. But whereas it might have just carried on to the upside. So maybe that sort of thing. But yeah, so much just seems to be priced in these days for that sort of thing. Like people are just expecting those sorts of moves. So,
I mean, all I was going to do was I was going to look for when we start getting stuff on like the 1 hour time frame where it's starting to look a bit overbought. Like the Quadzilla red backgrounds or even the super downs, that kind of thing. But we did actually have a super down on Monday morning, and it did come down a little bit from there. But So that sort of thing is what I'll be looking forward to take profit on my trade, assuming it carries on going up actually. But
yeah,
I didn't really have any definite levels in my plan, which is, I shouldn't really admit, should I? But
it's fair. I mean, you know, it's vibe trading, I guess.
well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
I don't say that in a sniffy way, you know, but you know, because as I was saying yesterday, you know, it's working. You're earning.
yeah,
you're earning the pork.
yeah.
I
am, but I'm you know, the problem is this position size is just too big because like even now it's come down a little bit since start of the show. You know, it's kind of gone down from like nearly 25 grand to like sort of 23. You know, it's like, I mean, where did that 2 grand go? You know, and yeah, I don't know. It's just I don't. Well, I'll say I don't like having big position sizes, but it's yeah, I need to learn to just take profit and then be content with the smaller position, don't I? Really?
Yeah, it's the repeatable trade process thing, isn't it? Just
which I must admit, when I've made like lots of money in the past, that has been what's been going on. I mean, I remember something like back in 2021 or something, and there was like Bitcoin was just stuck in a range, and it was something like, it was like 15k to 16k or something, you know, and it was just bouncing backwards and forwards every single day, and I just like traded that over and over again, and I kind of like doubled the amount of Bitcoin I had sort of in about a week, you know, and that was brilliant. That was like my best sort of run of trading ever, you know.
yeah.
But you know, just to prove the fact that it does work, you know, if you just sort of like you know, take a reasonable gain and just do it again, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Just very quickly, hi to everyone who's joined fairly recently on there as well. Just looking at the viewers. If any of you maybe who are on X wouldn't mind just also opening up a tab to just watch this on the Mafftopia YouTube channel, that'd be much appreciated. Just trying to get the numbers up a bit on there, and also leave a like and do all the good things. So yeah, it's what else we got? So actually, just a quick look at the a few more comments. Kaz, have you two had a liquid lunch of sorts? Always. I mean, I was going to say that's my jar of urine. It's I think it's matcha green tea in this one today. I have yet to drink it. I should be slurping that as we go along. But Firewatch, hello. Actually, that's more Police Watch, isn't it? Hello. What's all this then? So, did you see that CME gap is ending at the end of this month? CME gap is going to end at the end of this month.
It's going to stop shutting. Stop.
Oh right, yeah. Okay, yeah. They're going to become 24-hour, 24/7.
Yeah, which is that'd be the end of a thing, wouldn't it? Really, you know, end of a
end of countless YouTube videos on the CME gap.
Yeah, I won't know what to do on Monday morning now because, like, you know, normally do that. Oh, well, this is what happened, you know, and I suppose
I have to find something else. Just the search for other gaps. Oh, I found a lovely gap the other day. Is in a brick wall. So got out my tape measure. Just do a few of those on a Monday.
Yeah. Curious gaps.
Yeah. Curious gaps and where to find them. Anyway, so where are we at? So, is there anything else we should do TA on? I guess.
I don't have any particular requests myself. If anyone in the audience has, then please do get it in. It is probably worth looking at oil or something, because I know,
Yeah,
you know, I know all that kind of stuff's happening at the moment. You know,
yeah.
Because I think like oil's just like the biggest thing ever, isn't it? You know, and like,
Is it Brent?
yeah, Brent one's quite a good one to look at here.
Black bull markets. Blimey. Any particular ones, or just spot Brent? I mean, yeah, we're kind of interested in the spot price, really, on these.
Yeah.
The one that shows us the dollar value, and boy, is there a dollar value on that at the moment. Where is it at? 115. Gosh. So it's on the daily.
Wow.
So we okay. So, sort of wondering, like, what would Quadzilla make of this? Because it's like the oil price is just so kind of politically driven. It's almost like, you know, what's it got to do with charts? The chart is just like showing the history of it rather than a means to forecast the future. It's just like you kind of look at more geopolitical things to get a sense of where it's going next. But that said, should we?
Yeah, go on.
Have a look. Yeah,
Slap it on. See what you think.
Where is it? Be my one invite only script. I need to be more popular. Get some invites. So, I mean, how's this done? I suppose how's it been? As in, how's it been doing? Not how do they do it? But,
well, they sort of dig a hole, and then it starts spurting
stick
out
a big long auger thing into it, and off you go. Yeah,
and then you sell it and build cities in deserts.
Yeah, but before you know it, you got an oil company. It started in your backyard, and so all right. Let's have a think about this then. So anyway, retracement level at 106, suggesting that there's definite. I mean, yeah, you could look at it. There's, in terms of that, there is resistance in there, which it then kind of broke above. I don't know, where am I going to do it? Should I just do that? Maybe down a bit. So like peaked above it just there, but definite resistance, which was at that gosh, that's insane, $113 level. Eventually broke above that. Will it just now continue just like bouncing along that support level as it kind of has been doing? Again, the 9 EMA just kind of turns out to be quite sort of an accurate sort of arbiter of where the price kind of comes down to, and then usually bounces off it. But if it doesn't, then it's a good sign. Like if it closes below the 9 EMA, then it's a good sign that there's going to be more downwards price movement ahead. Like if we drop down maybe to the 4 hour on that, it's a better view. Yeah, so for example, on the 4 hour, very much dropped down below the 9 EMA, even down at the moment below the 21. And that's interesting. Okay. Weird with these sorts of markets, I suppose, because it's on the 4 hour, of which just now there was 4 hours and 10 seconds remaining. So I guess how those non 24/7 markets work, I suppose. So yeah, in any case. Oh no, sorry, is that? Yeah, sorry, the numpty me. So it's there's like 3 minutes, basically 3.5 minutes remaining, because it's coming up to 4 p.m. UK time.
Right.
So yeah, sorry, I completely misread that. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see if that can actually quickly rise above at least a 21 EMA. But otherwise, it looked like that's probably going to come down a bit further. and maybe down to, because in fact those two retracement levels are down like just above $100, like 102. Because I mean it's worth paying attention to those. You can see these previous ones like that retracement level played out very, very nicely. Price like wicked down, touched it and away. Because these, with the bullish ones, those usually mean that the price is above it. It's going to come down, maybe wick slightly below, and then head off to the upside, which it kind of did there. Took a little bit of further effort, but then like was like, you know, up and away pretty much. And you get other things you can read in the process of that to see like how effective is that first bounce going to be, how extensive. In this case, because there's such a downward slide, like just obviously that in itself, but also the EMAs coming down, crossing down, and so on. So that by the time it got down to there, it's just kind of yeah, even if this even bounces up, it's going to be a bit muted. I say muted. We're talking about like going from like $92 up to like 105. That's for oil. That's not muted. So in that sense, that was quite a good call. It's just in the crazy scheme of the global like oil market at the moment. That's kind of, those are sort of ranges that we're looking at. So in that scheme of things, that's relatively muted, but still crazy. So yeah.
Okay.
Just wait for the next, you know, spurious kind of peace announcement, and see the price come back down probably to that level, and then wait for the next break of the ceasefire and see the price head back up again to the upside. So yeah, that's
okay.
The SPX 500, sorry, S&P 500. Actually, yeah. I'm going to say my Bitcoin cycle highs and lows vibe coded indicator that I did a video on. Got hidden by TradingView. So this is a warning concerning your violation of our house rules on script publishing. I think it's because I mentioned in the description that it was vibe coded and said like over on the Mathtopia channel, go and check it out, but without a link or anything.
Did they actually give you a
reason to trigger them?
Did they actually give you a reason for hiding it?
Just
a violation of the
your script's description must be self-contained and cannot rely on delegation to your open source code or links references to other content to make the script. I mean,
did you do
that? I'm a bit biased about it, but I felt that this is a bit harsh because it's totally self-contained. It's just like saying, oh, by the way, you know, you can see the video on, if you go search for it, on how this is vibe coded in the first place. So it's tricky now because I'm going to need to try and update it. But obviously, I guess as you found out as well with the quad rotation stochastic indicator, that in the early days that you can't update the description. I think you can't change it.
No, and that will be like that forever now.
Yeah.
I did you actually link to a video?
No. I just said it was vibe coded. Go and have a look. So I might appeal that. I think maybe in the code it may have been. If I go see Bitcoin cycle highs and lows, this one is all open source. It's on TradingView. Can't find it at the moment if you go looking, but it's there. Yeah, so at the top. Actually, I took out the thing. Let me put it back in. No. Previous version. Certain things I don't want to click on in there. But yeah, that there was basically a URL in the comments. So I've taken that out, and I might just republish anyway. So I guess if I do that, hey, let's do it live. Just see if it gets unbanned or shadow banned, I guess. So
Well,
update, choose script. I'll just update existing, I suppose. So in here I could just put minor change to comments at the top of the script. That's all it needs, isn't it? Because so for some reason I can't choose. Script wasn't found. I didn't think it was that badly banned. Yeah. Oh, maybe I just need to refresh. Whatever. Sorry about this slight segue. I forgot that there are actually people watching. Talking about like allowing myself to get easily distracted. So now if I go into the code and go publish existing. What is it talking about? Oh, do I have to type it in?
probably.
Cycle. Hi. Those. Oh well, I don't know. I'll do that offline then. I don't know why it's not letting me actually choose one there. But anyway, I'll come back to that. I guess we can find out what happens. I'll update you on that really riveting topic in the next live stream.
I mean, I'm just having a quick look at mine. So I've got 6 scripts there, including Quadzilla and Quadzilla Lite. And then I've got 3 that are banned. So I've got a quad rotation stochastic one. I've got SWC QR oscillator and a quad rotation SWC mod, and they all got banned, and I'm not sure why. It was it's that they're not very good at giving reasons either. You know, it's like you've. I mean, is there any opportunity to appeal? I'm not sure there actually was.
I don't remember seeing one. Couldn't see an option.
I think
I might be able to go through support or something.
I think it's fine.
I'll have a look. So otherwise, I may even just have to republish it as a new script, which would be a bit of a pain.
Well, that's what I did, which is why I've ended up with loads of like dead scripts on my on my account.
Yeah. Okay. So just very quickly, so if I watched saying, Maff, how do I find your stream on X? Thank you very much for asking. It's basically, so today I'm not streaming to my X account. Instead, it's streaming to both Save's YouTube account and my YouTube account on Mafftopia. This is kind of on there. I thought I'd try that out, just a bit of an experiment. To try and build up the watch hours and so on there. So if you wouldn't mind kind of picking that up on YouTube, that'd be pretty awesome. And oh, actually, one thing, I think we may have kind of finished the TA. I'm not sure. So if anyone's still watching, expecting more TA, apologies. There's probably not going to be any. But I was just going to quickly mention, if I find it, this actually flashed up on the screen earlier. So this is around kind of what we were talking about for a little while yesterday, towards the end of the stream, just about angine de poitrine. Is that how you say it? Poitrine?
It's more angine.
Angine. Oh, whatever. Angine de poitrine. Is that right?
Ish.
Close enough.
Yeah, it'll do.
So so essentially, because we're going to do a Mafftopia video on just kind of more like the science-y kind of music theory of them, because it's they're a Canadian band from Quebec, all like math rock and microtonal guitar chords and things like that. And in order to try and understand it, I was talking to Gemini about the whole thing, and then it kind of randomly popped up a visualizer thing, which is much more basic than this version now. So I thought, oh, hey, that could actually be really useful. So turned it into a Gemini canvas, and since then, hey, we've been vibe coding on this thing, just building it up. But I don't know if this is yet going to be valid or useful or anything. But one thing I meant to ask, just before I kind of get into this too much, is this audible? Can you hear that?
No.
Okay. I wonder if I can set it. Is there a setting for sharing sound? In the share.
Oh.
Yes,
I can't remember.
Um,
So that's not in a tab, is it? That's actually.
So I'm sharing the screen.
Sharing the whole
do I
screen.
need to share a tab? Is that how I do it?
No, that's right. You're sharing the whole screen, aren't you? I'm not sure why that's not. Why I can't hear that.
Let me just do it again. In fact, I'll make this very high pitched.
Oh, I heard something there.
Oh, you can hear it.
Okay. I can hear that. Yeah.
Okay. Shall I turn up the volume on my hyper advanced Linux desktop? If I can find it. So this might be a bit loud. That's the same, isn't it? Oh, Linux broke it. Is that any different? Any louder?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. Right. So essentially, then the idea with this, because the thing, I thought maybe I'd just walk through this a tiny bit while we're here, and maybe people find it interesting. I don't know. So essentially, because there are two things. There's a microtonal aspect of their songs. So in other words, that you kind of got like in between the normal notes that we tend to hear, as in like C, D, E, etc. They play tones that are kind of like positioned somewhere between those. So they're kind of notes that we wouldn't normally expect to hear. We just wouldn't normally hear in a song.
So what they've got is rather than having frets on the guitar like that, they've got like extra frets in between those frets. So you've got, like, rather than having say that's an A there, that's an A sharp. So there's actually a note in between, which is more like, so I have to bend the string to do it. So you'd have like, anyway. But I've seen people do it where they putting zip ties on their fretboard to give them an extra fret, so they can actually play Anjou de Patrin sort of songs.
That's amazing, really.
But that's what it's about.
Yeah. So what we've got for that is that there's a pitch tab. So you can actually set. So this thing, if I set it to a rhythm that's maybe like, so 4/4 signature with a grouping of 2+2, so you get like the primary, secondary, primary, secondary. I think that's primary, unaccented, secondary, unaccented.
Okay.
So we just played that. But if I switch over to, that might actually be, is that quiet?
It's quite quiet, yeah.
Okay, we'll have to sort that out before we do the video on it, I think. But essentially, then, so you can set the pitch of these, so and you can detune them. So, like, say if I was to choose, what would be, so for the primary, secondary, and the unaccented beat.
Just play a D for a minute.
Just the D.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one that plays will be a high D.
Don't think that's a D.
To make it so the high pitched one. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that is a D. Yeah. Okay. So what happens if you go a bit sharp?
If I make it, I mean, if I go all the way to a D sharp.
But that just becomes a D sharp.
In fact, let's just make all of these D sharp just for a sec. Oh, they're different octaves. That's the only thing.
Okay. Right. So if you detune one of those, it should sound really horrible.
Okay. So I'll make the primary one. I'll just detune that. It's the high one. Because you can go from like 0 up to plus 50%.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. The plus 50 should be. Let me just check that. Good, play that. Okay, yeah, I think that is sharp and a half or something.
Yeah. Okay, it's like halfway between D sharp and whatever the next one is. E. I had to look it up. My God. Okay, so and then yeah. So I think one of the things is one of their songs. I can't remember which, but it's kind of rooted in G, if I remember. Which I assume, because I don't really know. I'm a numpty when it comes to music theory and things. But if it's so, presumably that means if that was G, if the primary accent was G, is that what it means? So like, it'll always come back to G.
It kind of means it's probably using the. Well, normally when you say something's in G, you mean you're using a G major scale, which basically goes G, A, B, C, D, F sharp, G.
Okay, so I haven't got all those, but I've got 3 to play. So the primary being, or the one at the start of the bar, and then secondary could be like, don't know. So
I mean, to be honest, I don't think they actually use many chords as such. You know, obviously, I mean, a chord is where you've got more than one note at the same time. You know, so
for
example, like the chord of G has got like a G, B, and a D in it. You know, so you know, it all sounds quite nice like that. But obviously, what they've got other notes as well. So, you know, it's not going to sound very nice. So, a lot of what they do are them funny little riffs. You know, there's one a bit like that, isn't there? So, I can't remember now. But
also, in fact, I'll just make actually. This sounds pretty horrible. But if I reduce that 6, because so is this almost inaudible? So I've made that lower.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Okay. But over here, if I change the time signature, because I think theirs is a lot of time it's 5/4 apparently.
They do a lot of 5/4 and 7/8, I think, is what they do. Yeah.
Okay. So do 5/4. Then the grouping. I'll just play that so far.
Yeah.
So 5/4 with 3/2, or we can also change it to like 2/3, 1/4, etc.
Yeah.
Like just for example, like that 1/1/1/2. So you got like 1/1/1. I don't get how that's 1/1/1/2. Oh yeah, it's because it's that one's unaccented. So there's like one primary accented, then each of these is a secondary accented, and then that's an unaccented. So that the 2 is that followed by that. So versus like 2/3 is these 2, and then the secondary there.
Yeah, the kind of the first number is the most important, if you like. You know, for example, so say like 3/4 and 6/8 are actually pretty much the same thing, really. You know, but the 3/4 is more of a waltz, whereas 6/8 is something like, you know, Scarborough Fair or something like that. You know,
like, are you going?
Yeah, because that's actually in. That's like, yeah, you can count like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 all the way through it. You know. But the funny odd ones are, you know, I suppose the classic everyone knows is like Money by Pink Floyd, which is actually in 7/8. So you got the sort of That's the bass line, isn't it? But
Yeah.
if you think about it, that's actually like, it's like 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. It's like do 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 do, and that's what that's. It's actually like a bar of 3/4 and a bar of 4/4 together, sort of thing, which is like 7/8. Anyway,
Yeah.
so it's but they do a lot of things where the actual song will change halfway through as well. So they'll start off in something 7/8, and then it will go like 4/4 for a bit, and it'll sound like a normal rock song, sort of.
Yeah.
And but it all works out in quite a clever way where they, are swapping from one sort of time signature to another, which makes it all quite clever. Which is what like bands like Rush did, which you like, don't you?
Yeah. They're almost like the sort of progenitors, I guess, or just the among the starters of math rock, I suppose.
Yeah,
the pioneers, even.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Yeah.
So oh yeah, I can actually speed that up as well to make it a bit more. But so, because I was thinking if we can actually recreate something of their notes and rhythm within this. Oh, I also got a bit carried away with the vibe coding, so you can actually customize the groupings a bit. So I could put so now I've got 2 primaries, which is technically invalid, isn't it? So it tells you with a red outline that
Right.
yeah, I'll do it, but I don't like it.
Okay.
So you kind of do that. You can just cycle through them. So that'd be, and it doesn't really have a name for that, so it calls it as a custom one, which I can add it to the list for 5/4 if I want. Whether you'd want to, I don't know. So that now is just the primary, and then 4 unaccented. So it's a 5 grouping, which would be like so. But yeah, so if we change the notes to so, because what I was thinking was if it's rooted in G as the main thing, does that mean that it would just be a G? It wouldn't be a off G. It would just be a G, and then the others would be
Yeah,
off.
it'd probably be a G, but it depends what they do. It might just mean the predominant sort of the predominant notes they use are G. I mean, I don't really know the actual nomenclature of things in microtonal music. I don't know what you call like a I mean, like normally on a piano, you haven't got a note between E and F, and you haven't got a note between B and C. So, I mean, I don't know if they call that like B sharp or something like. I don't know.
I was thinking like B sharp sharp.
Well, yeah, that something like that. Yeah. Which might make sense, but I don't know what the actual nomenclature is. But
so we could create a B sharp sharp in fact, that there is no B sharp. Well, there is, but I see. So B sharp, is that basically C? Is that right?
Well, it is, yeah, and it's quite weird because in some music where because the B sharp doesn't normally exist because it's the 2 white notes together on the piano, and the same as the E and the F as well, But I know in some music they do put a little flat or sharp symbol next to it if it's just to make it so it works with the actual key selection thing at the start, really.
So kind of it makes sense. It depends on the riff, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually thinking but I think it was Debussy who was quite into stuff like this actually. So
okay,
I think it was him, and also a lot of Indian music as well. They use microtonal intervals.
Because to our westernized ears, it just sounds weird.
It sounds weird and wrong, yeah. But what you might have noticed, and what I've noticed, if you listen to enough Anjou de Patrine, then it starts to sound quite normal after a while.
Yeah, I've been noticing that, and almost to the extent of the other music, like you were saying this the other day, weren't you? That other music now just sounds a bit kind of
bit dull,
almost boring in comparison. Yeah. A bit almost like basic. Hey, we're listening to advanced music. So I guess like so B sharp then, which would be C. So we can call that B sharp, So then if I ramp that, so that's now a B sharp sharp. So it's halfway. So if B sharp is like halfway beyond a B, and then sharp sharp is halfway again beyond the B sharp. So that's a secondary, which we don't have any in here. So I'll add actually, I'll make those all secondaries there. So there should be a whole bunch of. So that's B sharp sharp.
Okay.
And
okay.
Should I keep that going?
Well,
if you must.
Yeah, no, I was just verifying the pitch of it. Yeah, it is a bit of it's like a sharp B, isn't it? Something like that. I can only do it by bending the notes. I was thinking I've actually got a fretless bass actually, where I could just play the notes in between the semitones, couldn't I? You know.
I'll take your word for it. I think, yeah.
Oh, you know,
if it works.
I mean, you can.
Is it the thing you clamp on? You clamp onto the fretboard?
No. I've actually got a bass guitar that hasn't got any frets. You know, so it's more like a.
Okay. Yeah.
It's more like a violin neck or a double bass. You know, so you can sort of, you know, you can sort of slide around and do what you want.
Infinite kind of variety. Like range of notes on it, essentially.
Yeah. But what you kind of learn with that is as you play it, sort of thing, you realize if you're not bang on the note, it just sounds out of tune. Which is the whole thing about Engine de Patrie is they, you know, I think it's because they repeatedly use what sounds like a wrong note.
Yes. Yeah. But what makes it work for them is the fact that they come back to a particular correct note within each bar, I think.
Yeah, well, whether it exists in the Western scale or not, you know, and that's the interesting thing. Bitcoin's having a bit of a pump actually. So,
there's the crypto channel, isn't it? Yeah. Trading.
I just noticed Scotty had turned up. He's probably wondering what the bloody hell's going on. Actually,
so Scotty, hello, you good-looking bastards.
Oh, I think that's
right back at you, sir. Right back at you.
Comment of the year, I think. You know.
Yeah. Rush sound amazing, but the lyrics are so weird. It's very true. I actually love Rush. That's a bit too much of an admission. I don't know. I love them. Friday night charts and chill stream, indeedy. Every night is a Friday night here. Every afternoon.
Don't actually know what that means, but yeah, all right.
Yeah. So, hey Nick, how you doing? And Bitcoin pump is Oh yeah, I'll look at Bitcoin. Drop it down to something more dramatic. 3 minutes.
I'm back up to like 24.3 grand now. We say
23. Right.
No, 24.3.
24. Bleeding heck. Okay. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. So, well above the 9 EMA. So, I mean, this overall pump that we had here. So it's kind of found its way up, rebound. So that in a very sort of like jaggedy sort of slightly creative way, that could be a continuation pattern just there, as in it kind of did that, and then that, you know, something along those lines.
Mm-hmm.
I think your webcam froze.
Oh, did it? Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's back. It's back now. Yeah. So do you jiggle something to unfreeze it?
I've been doing that sort of thing.
Which and that unsticks it.
I also lowered my resolution as well because I'm on a different computer where it was set higher. I mean, I should have a proper internet soon. It's just I haven't got a date for when they're going to do it. You know.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to shut off in a moment, actually. But
sure. Yeah, actually, the same. To be honest, get back to work. There's that. So that's that is pretty much that. So I'm glad we had that quick discussion on the anti-portraying point. I can't do it. Anti-portraying thing as well. So if you think it's a valid thing to include, I might include that in the video recording that we do on that as well. I don't know if it's help or not really.
Well, yeah, possibly, yeah.
Because I found it really helps because I didn't get the sort of music. I couldn't like visualize the how the music all kind of fits together, but like music generally in terms of like the sort of time signatures and just where the notes are essentially. So it's useful for that sort of thing.
No, you're kind of right as well to sort of think about which notes are emphasized, sort of thing, because even within, say, like most music is 4/4, but within that, if you're sort of emphasizing the first and the third beat of the bar, then it sounds like rock music, or it sounds sounds like just like normal music. If you're emphasizing the like second and the fourth beat, then it sounds bouncy, like soul or funk. So even within the time signature, you can actually give things a lot of different feel. Even within the same time signature. So there's quite a lot that goes on, really. But
yeah, for sure. Let me just for 1 second, I'm just going to bring up. I'll find it without setting off alarm bells or whatever.
What are you doing? Making toast?
No, I just need to zap a few things off my YouTube page so we don't get kind of. It's nothing dodgy or anything like that, but it's might get sort of get us all banned otherwise for wrong think and so on. But essentially, yeah. So just very quickly on this. So on Maftopia, there was a video that I just put out yesterday on Talkie LM, which is an AI frozen in 1930, in the sense that the knowledge cut off for it was 1930, which basically where is the like the public domain cut off in the US, and so that the researchers on that were able to just kind of compile everything pre-1930 is because all public domain, and it's just really interesting talking to it because it's like talking to someone from the 1920s or up to 1930, and has all of the attitudes and cultural whatnots and things of that time, and no knowledge going beyond that date. So that was a really fun video. Do go check it out on the Maftopia channel, and so we'll also be putting together a video about Angine de Portrine, for God's sake, and the music theory around that, which will appear on there pretty soon. Hopefully this week. I think we can kind of get that done.
Okay.
So it's that, and also do get Quadzilla. It's, if you're a trader, it's worth your time to do so. Worth your time and money, I may say. But you'll make that back extremely quickly, and then it's basically printing money from that point on. So and that's probably about it, isn't it? I think we might be done.
I do have to go actually because I've been summoned by my daughter. So there you go. Right, thank you everyone for coming along, and thank you as ever, Maff. That was brilliant. I enjoyed talking to you today. That was great. And
yeah, it's good fun. Yeah,
looking forward to the future generally, actually. But yeah, no, it's all good. Can you do us a favor, everyone? Can you like the stream or like the X that you're on and go and discover all the rest of it, and then just like everything, just like what Ozzy did, and then good things will happen to you, and the price of Bitcoin will go up. I can guarantee it.
Yeah, I like that promise. Yeah,
there you go. Right, I've got to go. So take care, everyone, and see you soon. Bye.